The Fever, as I mentioned, Kim, it's very early in the year, but they look great in the preseason, 3-0, and they look just outstanding in their last half second. Laney, a former member of the Connecticut Sun, and the Sun wanted to have her back, but Indiana outbid the Sun and several other teams to acquire her service and include the Saturday night opener. They've won 8 in a row here at the Mohegan. Courtney Williams had trouble getting her shot going the other night. Shakina Strickland hits the 3.
And that play will make Coach Miller happy. He said 2 things he'd like to see better tonight: screening and shooting. So Strickland came off a beautiful down screen from Jones and knocked down the tray.
There's Jonquel Jones jumping into one and knocking it down. And
how about this skill set of Jonquel Jones, a 6'6" center with the skills to take you out in the mid-range or the three-point line.
Indiana can hit those officials in this league on the baseline there. Courtney Williams doesn't go down. Dupree has the rebound. Candace Dupree, one of the stalwarts in the history of this league. Top 10 in points and in rebounds. Wheeler down the paint. Strong drive. A paint attack makes it.
You have to slide in for some help.
A high-low action, and Jones fading out and missing, and the Fever have a chance to go back in front. They led early 2-0, and the Sun with a 7-0 run. Now Indiana trying to go on top, and they are on top. Has been considered the greatest outside shooter, but she has great confidence.
And that was great ball movement around the perimeter, and Achanwa really steady setting that screen to get Laney the open look.
7 unanswered points for the Fever. Jones rolling down low, takes the pass from Jasmine Thomas, hit the shot, and it will by a point in what has been a game of early runs. 7 unanswered for the Sun, 9 unanswered for the Fever. 1 point Connecticut lead. Wheeler has her pass batted away by Jasmine Thomas. Dupree, nice fake, drills it home.
Nice.
Jones, the acrobatic one, comes down with the rebound. Now she'll put up a 3. A little too strong. Sun lead it by 3. 3.5 to go in this first quarter. Tiffany Mitchell, strong drive to make this a 1 point.
She enters the game, the landscape defensively just completely changes for the Fever because of her presence alone.
Thomas goes for Jonquel Jones, and she got free.
Yeah, that was a little bit of a welcome to the league rookie. They got her on the pick and roll that time, completely caught her sleeping.
3 point Connecticut lead. Achanwa gathers it in. Nice recovery to score. First bucket for Achanwa. Her first points. Alyssa Thomas, kick out Strickland. 3 in the air. It's good. Second three of the first quarter for Shakina Strickland. Sun lead at 19-15.
We talked about the ability for Thomas to pass out of the post.
Been a really good pickup for the Sun.
Yeah, between her and Jasmine Thomas, both of them are natural point guards. So to see them both in right now allows one to play off the ball. And Leja Clarendon, I think somebody who...
Morgan Tuck double team. Off of the miss, McCowan has it, and here come the Fever.
A little bit of a smaller lineup right now for the Sun. You see Brianna Jones matching up with McCowan. I'd go right inside to her.
Wheeler baseline drive, strong delivery from Jones. It's been a pretty clean game so far, Kim.
Yeah, we said it. Both teams are really assisting well. The Sun have actually assisted on all of their field goals so far.
And how about that? Rio.
Away from here in New Haven, Connecticut.
And she wants another highlight here. The steal, the bucket. 4. Comes off the down screen. Tuck re-screens, and Clarendon floats it up off the glass. Doesn't go. The rebound tipped around, and Laney has it. Baseball pass tipped. Gathered in by Wheeler. Lost it, got it back. Dupree. Laney will fire. Laney hits nothing but net.
a player who loves to drive. You have to keep her in front.
That was a good second effort. Fever, as Kim mentioned, only 6 wins last year, but they were perfect in the preseason. And then they upset the Liberty on Friday night, and they're playing with some confidence right now. Dupree, one of the all-time greats, in the circle. 2 to shoot. She knows it. She shoots it, and she knocks it down. Alyssa Thomas sets the screen. Courtney Williams misses. Brianna Jones, good offensive rebound and put up in midair and turned it over. Looking to give it back to Thomas. Now the ball's poked loose, and Courtney Williams has it again. Sun have the numbers, and a beautiful feed from Courtney Williams down to with 9 points, but it's the Fever off of the turnover who have it back. Tiffany Mitchell to the left hand, missed it. Mavunga the rebound. Dupree drills it home.
It's such an interesting dynamic, this team who's looking to rebuild from 2 down years to have such a steady veteran and then some really talented young players.
Recheck that total on Dupree. She has 6, their leading scorer from last year, one of the all-time leading scorers in the history of this league, as Joni Dupree, who does have 8, by the way. Looking for 10, not there. Clarendon across midcourt, accelerates, drives hard. Oh, beautiful floater from Clarendon. Sun by 3, shot of the game so far.
Clarendon, just a simple hesitation around that 3-point line, able to get the defender to relax for just as Indiana answers with a 3. They continue to stay hot offensively.
Nigel Laney, former Sun, now has 7. Williams looking to get it going, and that one drops. Her first 4 shots of the game, finally gets one to drop. Sun by 3. Laney. Under 10 to shoot. Tiffany Mitchell. For Dupree, beautiful fake. Does it again. Wow, she's got that down.
She thought it would help her bounce around in the post a little bit more, but she's so much more explosive now, and he said it translates to her 3-point shots because of her legs.
Away from behind, and the Sun have it back inside a minute to go in this first half. Jones will pop up a 3. It's good. Jonquil. The Sun have it back. Connecticut score the last 4 points of that second quarter to go up by 3. And here's Williams splitting defenders, laying it up and putting it through. Bucket of the night. That was pretty.
And great job by Coach Miller trying to get her going early. She's been struggling to shoot. That time ran her off of a screen to get open, and then
Dupree. Laney. Sun by 3. Here is Williams stepping into the jumper, and now she's starting to feel it. 4 shots of this game. She's made her last 3. That didn't go down for Kelsey Mitchell. Williams, here she comes again. This time to kick out. Jonquil to Strickland in the corner. Thomas, 3-pointer, a beauty. And the next one will. Jonquil Jones rolling to the hoop. That one does not go down. Jones has 14 points in this game to lead all scorers. Nice 3 there. Courtney Williams, the trigger, and throws it in for Jasmine Thomas. Jonquil Jones, 3-pointer, good again, second 3.
She'll probably have a little bit of a sore spot tonight, but that's her personality. That is diving after balls, absorbing contact, getting right back up. That is why this fan base loves her so much.
Kelsey Mitchell, Wheeler, 2 to shoot. Wheeler floats it off of the glass. Pretty best transition defense. Tiffany Mitchell, contested shot. Banham the rebound.
Great defense by Banham off the bench, containing Mitchell, knowing she's a driver, not letting her get around, and then contesting the pull-up as well.
Thomas, extra pass. They do a good job picking up Banham. Under 10 to shoot for the Sun. Banham shoots it and hits it. Rachel Banham.
Banham does it as well, except she gets it to drop.
The Sun made 3 3-pointers in the first half. Their last 3 buckets in this game are 3-pointers. Thomas trying to make it 4, and she does it. Jasmine Thomas.
Aces pulled away in the second half, and Liz Cambage wasn't even in that game. So the hype seems to be pretty legit with that team that they have put together out in Vegas.
Out of the Pokey Chapman timeout. Shanice Johnson driving. Nicely executed play out of the 10-point game.
Shanice Johnson, a player who really hasn't played in almost 2 years, tore her ACL July 2017. Great to see her back out here and looking explosive.
Well, the threes keep against Indiana. This was a 3-point game at the half, but all Sun here in quarter 3. I think we've spoken enough about the good defensive job the Sun are doing here in this third quarter. Although Erica League in Sun Arena, looking to go 2-0 in the early season here. Holmes, high arcing jumper. Off of the miss, Indiana brings it into the front court with under a minute to go in this third quarter. Dupree hits again. Boy, she has been
a high percentage look.
Dupree from the corner nails it.
And led to some assists. So as one of the best 3-point shooters, giving up her own shot to get better looks for her teammates.
Thomas, Banham, steps back, 3, good! Rachel Banham again.
Time about tightening up on assignments, knowing personnel, communicating on how they're defending screens. Everything's been a lot tougher to come by for Indiana in this half. But one person to score from everywhere on the floor.
15 points in the game for Wheeler, and she has 9 of those 15 in the second half. Rhea Holmes, downhill drive. Talked to Kurt Miller about Holmes and kind of shape she's in post-pregnancy. He says she's in such good shape. That basket counts. Dupree, great. 35 years old, and she is peak form. Clarendon driving right down the lane and taking advantage.
All right, she had Mavunga on her, a post player, able to use her speed to get right to the rack.
Wheeler still feeling it in that time, Colty. Natalie Shanwa.
That's a big hit for them. She's been playing well defensively and really finding a rhythm offensively going back to last season.
Yeah,
go off with the Sun knee.
Yeah, they said it went off with Jones on the Mitchell hustle play. Here is Wheeler, 3-pointer in the air. It is good. Erica Wheeler.
For the season, how is this team going to respond when they're not on their A game? He called it. Right now they are not. How will they close it out?
How are they?
Looks like he may be going into the bench. Someone's going to have to figure out how to play her. They are not doing a good job of keeping her in front. They haven't helped on her all night. She has waltzed to the basket time and time again.
John Quill Jones. Indiana gives it up. We're more than midway through the final quarter now. Good game. Looks like the Sun are going to pull away here, but maybe part 2. Williams, it's another jumper, and that lead back up to double digits with still plenty of time. 4:38 to go. Tiffany Mitchell down the lane. Impressive drop. Mitchell. Laney. Off of the miss. Courtney Williams. Off and running. Defended well by Wheeler. Still, Courtney stays with it and somehow got it.
In this second half, better job reading that ball screen and sending a double to her.
Kelsey Mitchell's had a tough game. 3-pointer from the corner is good, and Erica Wheeler now has 26 points, another 3 for Wheeler. She keeps the Indiana Fever right in this game, although there's Jasmine Thomas.
Always. I think she wanted a little N1 call on that one, but great job of going up and under that rim.
Beautiful pass from Dupree. And so it was Alyssa Thomas in the opener with 23, and Jonquel Jones tonight, the offensive star for the Sun. But there have been a lot of individual highlights tonight for Connecticut.
It just shows how many different players can hurt you. Jasmine.
3-point shooting percentage from last season, number 2 in the league. She's made 4 of 7 this year. Of course, she can beat you any number of ways. As that pass gets deflected, Sun playing hard defense right to the buzzer here as Kelsey Mitchell feeds Dupree. She's had a great